Hi, I'm Dr. Sally, and I'm going to share some shoulder opening exercises with you. The only prop you're going to need is a yoga strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, you can use a belt. Just find the longest one you have, maybe a piece of rope, a towel if you want to wind it up. Basically, you need something that you can spread your arms wide enough to lift them up and over your head comfortably. So that's going to be our first exercise. But before we do that, I just want to talk to you about how to sit. I'm sitting on my knees right now. If you want to sit on your bottom, I just want to demonstrate this. See how I have like a nice curve in my spine? And if I just sit on my butt, that curve sort of goes away. I don't know if you can totally see that, but I have this yoga block here. You could use a towel or a blanket, and you sit up on it, and it gives you more space in your low back, more space in your upper back, so you can do these exercises a lot easier. I'm going to go back to my knees, just for ease of doing this video. So you're going to take your strap and spread your hands wide. And the first exercise you're going to do is you're just going to breathe this up. So inhale it up and exhale it back. And you can really pull on the strap to get more of a stretch. And then inhale up and exhale down. And I'm thinking of painting the walls with my fingers. Just energy shooting out of those fingers. And you might find your range of motion in your shoulders is a little restricted. Think of the movement coming from your upper back. We have a lot more movement in our spine than we do in the shoulder joints. The other thing I'm doing is imagining as much length as I can get in my side body. So between my hips and my shoulders, lots of length and space. And then inhale it up. Exhale down. We'll do one more. Inhale. Last one, bring it back up. And over. Cool. Next exercise. One arm is going to go up, so I'm going to do my right arm up over my head, and my left arm is going to go a little bit back and a little bit out to the side. So here, I'm thinking of sending energy out both of my hands and drawing energy with my breath down the strap. We're actually going to try inhaling through your upper hand and exhale through your side hand. Inhale through upper hand. Exhale through side hand. And you want to keep your core engaged. Maybe press your feet into the ground. And we're going to go to the other side. So left arm goes up, right arm goes a little bit back, and a little bit to the side. And inhale into the top hand. Exhale out the side hand. And it's nice to do that. You have different things to focus on so you don't get stuck. Your breath's moving the whole time. And letting my neck participate by just kind of following the action that's happening. So I want my head stacked on top of my shoulders. Whew. Let's go back to the other side. Using the breath when we move. And this time, I'm just going to give it a little wiggle, a little impulse. Using my breath, engaging my core. Gives me a little more space. I'm trying to let all the tension be in my core and let my shoulders have the energy sending out through them. Now we're going to go back to the other side. We'll do a little shoulder wiggle there. Feels really nice. It's a good way to start the day or end the day. There we go. Let's do get that wiggle, I can just get this arm a little bit higher in a comfortable way. And then letting my front ribs expand with the breath. And letting the back ribs drop down my back with the exhale. Good. So now we're going to take the strap a little bit narrower. Sort of shoulder width is ideal. Start it up above you. Take an inhale. And exhale, pull it down while you're pulling the strap apart. That'll really keep you honest, and it'll keep your shoulders shaking a little bit, which is a nice thing. Notice I'm still keeping the sides of my body lengthened. I'm still letting my upper back and spine participate in the movement. We really want to keep our head stacked on top of our spine. I'm going to show you what not to do. Just keep going. This is what we do all day long. You don't want to do that. If you're straightened up, even if you have to take your hands a little bit wider apart, it's better than hunching. If you can't straighten up, just think of extending your spine. Think of length in your, especially your low back and your upper back. Really pull that strap apart, engage your core, squeeze your legs together, maybe press them into the ground. Let's do one more. Let's hold it here at the bottom. Just do a little rotation, a little spiraling. Breath moving, core engaged. Other way. And actually, you can try pushing the strap into the back of your head. Lets your neck relax a little bit. At the same time, you're getting a stretch. Good. And after that spiral, really pull the strap. Pull your elbows out to the side. Maybe look up from your upper back. Inhale it up one more time. And release. Let's put the strap aside. And now we're going to do a hand clasp. So you may have done this in yoga classes or just because it feels nice. So we have varying degrees of flexibility here, right? This might be all you can go, and that's fine. If that's the case, just think of lengthening through your back. You know, our neck muscles actually begin at T4, at the fourth thoracic vertebra. So my neck actually starts like mid-shoulder here, right? So I'm using my arms as levers, squeezing my hands together as much as I can, and letting no tension be in my shoulders, just letting the energy flow out to the sides. And now we're going to inhale those arms, clasped arms around to the left. Engaging in the core. Using the arms as a lever again. Shooting energy straight out of your knuckles towards the wall, window, mirror, whatever's in front of you, TV. Just keep breathing. And I'm reminding my arms to subtly externally rotate. Again, this is our tendency. This is healing and functional. One more breath in. And now shoot the energy through your fingers. Inhale. I like to switch the clasp of my hands there. So, and then we're going to exhale around to the other side. Now for me, my left shoulder is tighter, the one facing the camera. So even in this position, my left shoulder's wanting to go forward. So I'm just inhaling with breath, filling my body, filling my lungs, so that my shoulders can place on my back a little easier. Pressing energy out my knuckles towards the mirror in front of me. Side body long, core slightly engaged, head stacked over your shoulders. Just breathe. Let's release that one. And now we're gonna do, lift our right arm up, drop the hand down your back, take the other arm on top, press your hand into the elbow, press your elbow back into your hand, and just breathe. And again, let your upper back open with this. I feel my low back straining to participate, so I'm gonna actually just bounce a little bit. Go side to side. That feels really good. And guess what? It takes the static stiffness out of the pose. It reminds my body that we all work together. There we go. See, after I did that, I could get my breath up into my chest. My low back is relaxed. My hand feels like it can drop further down my back. One more breath in. All the way out. Good. Other side. Left arm back, right arm on top of elbow. Press hand into elbow, press elbow into hand. Press your head into your arm like a lever. Think about externally spiraling that shoulder, which is weird here, but I'll show you what internally rotating is bad, right? So even if it's hard to straighten up, extend your spine. Just think of externally rotating your shoulder, which is FYI like Popeye. Muscle, you want the muscle to show, right? So think of this action as you're like this. Maybe bounce a little since we did the bounce wiggle on the first side. And this side for me feels tighter for sure right now. Whatever feels good, as long as you feel safe in your movement, engaging your core, letting the movement come from your spine and your upper back. There we go. More space, what do you know? Okay, good. Eagle arms is the next. So inhale your arms out to the sides. Take your right arm underneath your left. Press your palms into each other, press your forearms into each other, press your elbows into each other. Again, my arms are like levers, right? See how they move. They're fastened at the shoulder. And I can actually use this to get more length in my body. Great. Switch sides. Inhale, arms out the side. Exhale, left arm under right. Press your palms together. Press your forearms together. Press your upper arms and shoulders together and breathe. No tension in the shoulders. Use these boundaries to press into and then send that energy out of your shoulders wide as they relax to the sides. If you have extra energy that's trying to manifest this tension, you can squeeze your legs together, press your butt into your heels or to the floor, engage your core a little bit. Just breathe. Great. The final shoulder piece is a reverse prayer pose. Not very easy for me. I'm surprised I could get to here, but if this doesn't work, you can feel free to clasp your forearms. And just press them into your back. Use them as that boundary. Again, think of side body being long, inhaling into your chest, exhaling, let your arms externally rotate. And if you're clasped behind your back, go ahead and switch the clasp. Other arm on top. One more big breath in, and all the way out. Good. And I'm going to just throw in a couple of little neck stretches too. So take your left hand on top of your right ear, and just press your head back into your hand and your hand into your head, and let your head fall over to your shoulder with the weight of that elbow. You can walk your bottom hand out to the side. If that's enough of a stretch on the ground, great. If you want to take it a little farther, I like to take mine out to the side and just imagine energy going from left elbow into right fingertips. And then I'm going to take my head a little forward and change the position of my hand so it's clutching the back right corner of my occiput. Again, pressing the head back into the hands to get length. Good. And let that arm go. Take your hand and use it to lift your head on top of your spine. We'll do the other side. Hand into head, head into hand, so you get resistance before you take a stretch. It's safe. And you can walk that left hand out to the side on the ground. You can take it out to the side as long as you keep the energy moving, breath moving. Nice. And exhale that down, and we'll do one more. Just clasp your hands behind your head. Press the head back into the hands, and keep that head pressing back as you just let the head drop forward. Keep your elbows out to the side. It's a really nice, safe stretch for the neck as long as you keep the head pressing back into the hands.